Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's Diamond Dave Damone. I'm Mason Quinn. Guys, tonight we thought we'd really have some fun and taking a look back at our top 5 episodes of The Walking Dead as we get hyped for the sprint to the finish for the final episodes of the main show that we all grew up with and love. Now, again, I want to stress these are our favorite episodes.
Our top 5. Our top 5, not us saying these are the greatest top 5.
No, so I think we all have kind of our favorites for different reasons. There's a number of episodes that we like for different things they may have done. And I'd like to hear from you guys on what are some of your episodes that you like that maybe don't get all the hype.
Drop them down below.
Of some of the favorites. So we're going to be checking that out over the course of the next couple weeks as we get ready to go for the
big go home.
The final episodes of The Walking Dead.
So we do want to add on to that. We started our reaction channel of April of 2021. So clearly we had nothing before then of The Walking Dead. So we think this would be fun. Hopefully it is for you. Well, I guess we'll see. But so we thought we'd go back and just kind of check out our favorites. I guess this is more commentary than it is more of a reaction because we've already seen them.
Yeah, but I will say, I mean, some of the episodes, it's been multiple years.
It's been a while.
Like, since I've seen the episode we're going to do tonight. So there might be some, some interesting stuff, and there might be some reaction to it.
Yeah, and I do want to stress too, we will show a list of like all the ones that we do have as favorites, and I'm pretty sure we're missing one or two.
Yeah, well, it's so hard when you have a series that's run for as many seasons as The Walking Dead has, and has had so many memorable moments. To narrow it down to 5, it was a challenge for us.
Oh, and we're still actually working on it at the moment of this. We have quite the list.
We both agreed on this one to start with. We agreed on this one for sure. So we'll see how we end up.
So, folks, with that being said, let's go!
Gosh, I remember this. When I saw the commercials and the ads for this show, I'm like, Dave, this is going to be a hit. I've been waiting for something like this for years.
Real quick background too, folks. It took Quinn till season 3 to get me on it. And then, dude, when I started on episode 1 of season 3, then went back on Netflix, caught up, went through all as much comic material as I could, the Cliff Notes, more or less, the Walking Dead wiki, and haven't turned back since, dude. I mean, dude, this right here is pretty, in my eyes, iconic. One of the most iconic openings for a TV show.
100%. And
not even trying to be biased when I say that.
No.
God, it's almost like the first time every time.
I love there's no music. There's no nothing. It's just
nature.
Andy Lincoln and nature. I remember we thought like every body could be a walker whenever we saw him,
Every time I see this episode, I just put myself in Rick's shoes here. Just like, holy shit. Oh, the turnaround.
Oh, the
turnaround.
I do remember this being a very controversial open when they did it.
Anybody else remember that? Let us know.
Yeah, I remember them talking. They had to like film it a certain way, and there were certain things they could show and things they could not show. See, now that's weird.
That is.
The walker would never grab the teddy bear.
Little girl, don't be afraid, okay?
Oh, there it is. Gosh.
Dude, and that slow pace.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He's like, am I really going to have to do this?
Boom. Oh, and there's the music. That's a hot open, Tony.
Oh, gosh. It brings back so many memories seeing that.
What's the difference between men and women? Never met a woman who knew how to turn off a light. Born thinking the switch only goes one way, on. This is when Reverend Shane wants to quote from the God Gospel. Maybe you and every other pair of boobs on this planet just figure out that the light switch, see, goes both ways. You say that? Anyway, polite version.
Did you say that?
And that's when the exorcist voice pops out. You sound just like my damn father.
God, it's so great seeing these two back in
I
the
know.
squad car together.
I'm
As
over
with
here
Lori,
all
man.
giddy, like, ah.
She's good. She's good at turning off lights.
Yeah, that's great.
He's gonna turn it off lights.
Least you could do is speak.
That's what she always says.
Do you express your thoughts? Do you share your feelings? That kind of stuff?
Lately, whenever I try, everything I say makes her impatient, like she didn't want to hear it after all. Pissed at me all the time, and I don't know why.
I don't.
It's marriage.
Last thing she said this morning, sometimes I wonder if you even care about us at all. She said that in front of our kid. Imagine going to school with that in your head. I would never say something that cruel to her.
Here we go. I can see why Lori had such a split among the fans of how they felt about her. Some people liked her, some people didn't. Mm-hmm. And it kind of got written into a corner there.
Oh, Barry McCreary, he's been there since day one.
Yeah. This scene always kind of reminds me of the original Mad Max.
Maybe they did have influence. Oh,
Here we go.
The judge down for the count.
Oh,
And this was like right here, like some classic movie horror slow motion.
yes. The car crashing, absolutely.
Good! Put it down! Put the gun down!
Oh, no.
I saw you get tagged, man. It scared the hell out of me. Son of a bitch shot me. You believe that? Want to catch you in your vest? Yeah.
Do not tell Lori that happened. You understand?
Ah! Every time.
Gosh, they did a really good.
How they showed the
Yeah,
flesh ripping like that.
You get that ambulance out here, you tell him there's an officer down, you do it now! I'm right here, Rick. You stay with me. You hear me? Shh, that's it. You hear me? Shh, okay.
The one thing that keeps sticking in my head is how many times Shane did the shh, stick with me, stick with me. It's like, all right, Shane, I got it.
Hey.
You don't want me talking.
You trying to tell Jon Bernthal how to do his job?
I am not John. If you ever see this, I'm just saying it's kind of funny.
Everybody pitched in on these. They hope you come back real soon. That Linda and Diane from Dispatch, they picked these out. I'm just gonna set these on your side table, okay?
Dude,
Oh,
wild. I just remember the first time seeing that. It's just wild.
You still live for me at Grandma Jean's house.
Shane.
you know, it's just when you were watching this show, that's all you were doing. You weren't on your phone. You weren't talking to somebody. You were zoned in watching this show. Wonder if there's any significance to that time, you know? Gosh, you just think of how many days and nights he was just laying there. Just anything could have walked in and got him. Yep. It just rips that thing out, not even back, like up.
Help!
And that's another thing I'm just noticing the first time too, that slight pause of like, what the hell, when he sees himself in the mirror.
Yeah, like how
Because of the
long have
beard.
I been out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, there's the door in the background. He's got to be thinking, what in the hell happened here? Oh,
The
that's
iconic
that scene
scene.
right there. Oh, here it comes.
Oh, there's the hand.
Yep. What are they?
Dude, this is so nuts.
I know.
Pure dark. Literally can't see your hand in front of you.
Like there could be anything in that stairwell.
Oh, I know, dude. That's why I'm just baffled every time I kind of see this. You know, putting myself in the shoes.
But I
It's like-
guess you got no choice. The elevators don't work.
Well, I'm sure there's another staircase that has windows. This just makes you think like something's gonna pop before that door opens. It's just like something's gonna pop at you.
And just so much little stuff was done right in this first episode.
A lot was probably due to Frank.
Yeah. Oh,
with
yeah.
with the small details and making sure those are displayed properly.
Yep. You can't discount Frank Darabont's contribution to this show to make it what it is. Your legs don't half work. Dude, for a second, I thought the helicopter had the 3 rings on it when it was coming up.
Dude, those 2 swords there, just saying, almost.
Because, again, it's been years since I've seen this, guys. And when he was coming up the hill, the way they shot it, it almost looked like the 3 rings. And that's his first time seeing it up close.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever tried to ride a bicycle barefoot? It sucks.
It does suck. I remember it as a kid, dude.
Yeah.
Lori. Carl! Carl! Carl!
Just the unknown of everything, dude.
Yeah, I mean, think about what he's been seeing. You know, half-body monsters laying around that are still able to move, all these bodies outside the hospital.
Is this real?
Dude, just that shot right there.
Oh, I mean, just hooking you right in. Man, it's just perfection.
Now, see how casual they were of a walker then. I get it. We've advanced, but I'm just saying, look.
Yeah, but like even in season 2, like when Shane and Otis go to the high school, they're running 100 miles an hour. Oh!
Daddy!
I forgot about that. Oh!
That was our introduction.
Yep.
Love it.
What's the bandage for? What kind of wound?
Remember those
You
words?
answer me, damn you. What's your wound? You tell me, or I will kill you.
It's what Rick was hearing in one of his last episodes. What's your wound?
Yep.
In his last episode. I shouldn't pluralize that. In his last episode. I'm not going to lie. How is anyone else just desperate for Rick Grimes back on the show?
I'm right there with you.
Not saying it's bad, but God damn does it need it.
Oh, it's not the same without Andy Lincoln.
Look, I ask, and you answer. It's common courtesy, right?
Courtesy.
Love that line.
I just shot, as far as I know.
Take a moment. Look how sharp it is. I will kill you with it, and don't you think I won't.
God, I love these two together.
Oh, they're so good.
Him and John. I really wish we would have got John with Morgan.
Yeah, that would have been good.
God, that would have been amazing.
Or Shane.
Shane with Morgan. John with Lenny.
Fred and Cindy Drake's, this is their place.
It was empty when we got here. I never should have fired that gun today. Sound draws them, now they're all over the street. I didn't think.
You shot that man today.
We're no man.
What the hell was that out your mouth just now? You need glasses. It was a walker. Hey, mister, you even know what's going on? But you know about the dead people, right?
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
The ones they didn't. The walkers. I know how it must sound.
They're out there now, in the street.
Yeah, but we'll be fine long as we stay quiet. Don't you get bit. Bites kill you.
Seeing it happen.
Oh, man.
God.
I mean, this whole scene around this table is just incredible.
Hey, it's okay. Daddy's here. Keep the light, Dwayne. I think we're okay.
Look at them just
all of them.
everywhere.
Nothing we can do about it now.
Oh.
She's here.
I said, go. Come on.
I love how we opened with that. Oh, she's here. Like,
Yeah.
the instant, like, whoa, what?
Crying to the pillow. You remember?
Easy on the pillow. Jesus. What a shot this was.
And it's interesting because they gave the walkers some semblance of who they used to be a little bit, like when the knob gets turned and the teddy bear. The old doorknob turning.
She died in the other room on that bed in there. That fever, man. Skin gave off a heat like a furnace. I should have put it down, man. I should have put it down. I know that, but I just didn't have it in me.
Gosh, his performance is just incredible in this episode. Lenny James is so
top notch,
good.
dude.
Ah, there it is. It's the one they used in the openings.
We're sure they're dead.
Except for something in the brain.
Yeah, Rick's definitely not 100% yet.
No.
You all right?
Need a moment. They're alive. My wife and son.
By the look of this place,
I found empty drawers in the bedroom.
you know anybody could have broken in here and stolen clothes, right?
You see the framed photos on the walls?
Boom.
Yep.
Neither do I. Some random thief take those too, you think? Our photo albums, family pictures, all gone.
My wife, same thing. There I am packing survival gear. She's grabbing photo out.
They're in Atlanta, I bet.
That's right. Refugee center. Huge one, they said, before the broadcast stopped.
Plus, they got that disease place.
Center for Disease Control.
This show is the only reason I know the CDC is in Atlanta.
I know, right?
It's the only reason I know. They're just thrilled to have hot water.
Atlanta sounds like a good deal.
Things got crazy. Man, you won't believe the panic. My wife couldn't travel. And then after she died, we just stayed hunkered down. Yes, you're gonna learn. We gotta do it carefully, teach you to respect the weapon.
You pull the trigger, you have to mean it. Always remember that, Dwayne.
You'll be doing headshots in a week, Dwayne. You'll be fine.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll have Gimple write your shit. You'll be an expert in 0.2 seconds.
A few more days. By then, Dwayne will know how to shoot, and I won't be so rusty.
You got one battery. I'll turn mine on a few minutes every day at dawn.
They may not seem like much one at a time, but in a group all riled up and hungry, man, you watch your ass. I hope you find your wife and son.
Take care of your old man.
Yes, sir.
Leon Bassett. Can't leave him like this.
You know they'll hear the shot.
Let's not be here when they show up.
It's so funny how nervous they were about one shot.
Oh, I know.
You know?
One of the loudest you'll hear, folks.
Yep.
So this scene that's coming up like really hit me, dude, when I first watched it, because it was just so hard to watch him try to do what he tried to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course Bear's music just set
Oh,
the
it was so
tone.
good. And you know, the close up on Lenny James's face when they're doing it, it's outstanding.
The way we selected these episodes is just how much impact it made us feel something. So it's not just, oh, well, we got to do it because of these one-liners. There are some episodes like that, but
Yep.
these were picked on like,
Yeah, they
made
really,
you feel something.
Yeah, they really hit a nerve for sure.
Like I said, just this music and the way they did this sequence here is one of the main reasons that just this there's many reasons for this episode, but one of the biggest reasons for me that I'll always go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Morgan's gonna try to bring that heat. Like how Rick went back.
Yep.
Daddy?
It's all right, Dwayne. You stay there, son. Don't you come up here.
Yeah, Dad, little heads up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
Rick, that gun is loud, man.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Yep. 100%.
Come on.
You know, that begs a good question. If a loved one of yours turned, would you have a hesitation or no hesitation?
Yeah. And again, this is so early on. I feel like we have to keep stressing that, you know, where we are now in The Walking Dead, it's like no big deal.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. We're like, oh, well.
Yeah, let's rephrase it. In the start, would you have a hesitation? Not 10 years in.
Yeah. Gosh, look at his performance here. You know, and that's one of the things that hooked the show. You know, they delivered these performances on this show, you know, that I don't think a lot of people were expecting from a zombie show.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Hello? Can anybody hear my voice? Please
I like those
respond.
shots right there that they just did.
Yeah, go into the mirror.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. You're coming through. Over.
Whatever happened to this
Broadcasting on
actress?
emergency channel.
Yeah,
We'll be
I don't
approaching
know.
Atlanta on Highway 85.
You're
We're
right,
just
dude.
outside the city.
So much of that camera work is gone.
There it
Hello, is the person who called still on the air?
Along with Lori and Carl, too,
Yeah.
but God, Carl's so young.
Yeah, I know.
He's gone.
And I've been saying for a week we ought to put signs up on 85 and warn people away from the city.
Folks got no idea what they're getting into.
That's a luxury we can't afford.
And who the hell would you propose we send?
I'll go. Give me a vehicle.
Nobody goes anywhere alone, you know that. Hey. Go ahead, take a seat, bud. You all right? Go on. I'm not putting you in danger, okay? Sometimes you want to slap me upside the head. Tell you what, girl, you feel that need, you go right ahead. I'm right here. Come on. That boy's been through too much, and he's not losing his mother too, okay? You tell me okay.
The big...
I want to point out Lori made the first move.
I've been doing this for God knows how long, but... Dude, my jaw was to the floor the first time I saw that. Like...
Mm-hmm.
I don't want you to worry. Your mom's not going anywhere, okay?
Right there.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure most people probably put it together before that, but it's...
And then they just 1,000% said, yep, here they are.
Yep.
Hello?
Man, you're right. They do so much different stuff with the camera in this, like with the zooming in and everything,
Mm-hmm.
that I don't remember if they really do that in these later seasons. Opting out.
Mm-hmm.
Jenner would call that.
That's Dr. Jenner. Good to see that, you know, the keys weren't there.
They weren't in the visor.
Why not?
You're a horse, huh? Oh, you're going to love being on this show.
Oh, this was the start of like... Oh, this is the horse that set the tone.
Yep.
Easy, boy.
I do want to go back now after we watch this and see like how much of that was actually like Rick in control or if the
Yeah, because
horse
it
just-
looked like...
his face did not look like that was acting at all. It was like, oh. Shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Another iconic scene.
How many times have we seen that picture? Again, I love how there's no music. All you hear is the horse's hoofs.
You know, it is great when shows do the no music, but it depends on the type of show.
It really does, yeah. Now, there's been a lot of iconic walkers, but guys, drop a comment where this guy ranks in your list.
Yeah, has anyone done a top walker scene yet? Or video? Look at that.
Just a few. Nothing we can't help.
Oh, so good.
Oh, the crows.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kind of picture it a little bit better now from when Rick was having that in his last episode.
Yep. There it is.
Another chopper.
Yep.
Oh.
Whole city just full of them.
You're keeping tally of horse deaths. Check number 1.
Yeah.
Brutal, dude. I know what happens, but it still gives me anxiety because it's like
They're
you're
everywhere.
putting yourself in those shoes of Rick, and you're like, how the hell does he get out of this?
Yeah.
Go with the wall. Short ammo.
Lori, Carl, I'm sorry.
Just looks up. Joel,
Oh gosh!
can you imagine?
Oh. And that ringing would be so loud. Your poor ears. I like how they do that too with the ringing, for the background noise.
Boom.
There he is.
There he is again.
Man, I wish they could have done the backstory with that soldier. It would have been so good.
Dumbass. You cozy in there?
Oh, don't say pop music's playing. You say Wang Chung. How dare you? Love this song. What a good music
Yep.
choice.
And they all you can eat horse buffet. Ugh.
God.
This shot that they do where they just keep pulling up is incredible.
See, that's what they should be saying. Wang Chung, Space Junk. Not plays pop music. Jeez. Litter. And somewhere over here, Glenn's watching.
Yeah. Top of a building.
You know what would have been cool now in hindsight is if we would
Show
have saw
'em.
like 3 of them just standing right there.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool.
That would have been cool.
Oh, gosh.
Gosh, it went fast.
That hour went really quick.
So fast. Wow, there it was, man. It's every time I watch it. It's been a long time since I've seen Days Gone By.
Everything
so
about
good.
it. Nostalgic, you could say, but for me, again, I'm super, super giddy, as you probably saw, every time I watch this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. And we talk about it all the time when we're watching shows and we're critiquing movies or whatever. It's, the little things make such a difference. When they do the little camera shots, like they go up to Rick's face in the rearview mirror, they show the real extreme close up on Lenny James as he's just tortured in what he has to do. I mean, man, all those little things make such a difference. And that's what really set this episode apart. I don't want to talk so much about The Walking Dead in the earlier episodes as a whole. I kind of want to stick with this episode in particular and why we liked it. Now, obviously it was the first one. It was our introduction to this world. It was just outstanding. The performances, the camera work, the story, the music, the lighting when Rick is going down the staircase and the only light is that little match. I mean, they did such a good job with bringing you into this world, kind of bringing you up to speed and creating so many emotions. I just loved it.
Yeah, with me, I'm probably reiterating some of the stuff I said. Maybe it made the cut, maybe it didn't. But echoing what you said there, the way the Rick was just so taken back, trying to process this whole new world that he just woke up to, seeing Shane and Rick back together again. Good Lord,
Yeah,
always awesome.
So fun.
Seeing Lenny James and Andy Lincoln back together again in this format, not what kind of character is Morgan
Gonna be today.
It was great to see Rick again where he was in episode 1 versus now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where you start him in the seasons. It's just great to see him, basically be a rookie, so to speak, in this world. And now just super Rick in season 5 and way Rick was from every episode from there.
He's
build.
The way that Andy Lincoln did his performance where Rick is just like wide-eyed everywhere he goes and like can't believe what he's seen. Every time he sees something new, he can't believe it. And just to take all that in is just incredible. And it is such a good job in this episode and in hooking everybody. And, again, AMC, not a huge network, not a huge budget, but boy, everybody involved on this project, top to bottom, made it work.
Yeah, the reveals, they had, at least in my opinion, some of the best reveals, not ever in TV, but for the show, some of their best reveals because you had Shane and Lori.
Yep.
And then you saw them kiss, and you're like, wait, I'm pretty sure that's Lori. And then, boom, drop down on the visor of Rick's car. You're like, holy shit, right? That first time that you saw it. Seen how little Carl was back then.
Troublemaker.
Chandler, I mean, it was great to see how little he was. Again, Lenny James doesn't age at all. So, yeah, I know this isn't like our typical reviews because we've seen this stuff, but it's just fun to kind of go back and look again, especially now going into the last 8 episodes where we know we may get a little bit of Rick.
Yep. And, the other scene that I want to talk about is the one that they opened with, the one that was in all the ads and all the commercials. Rick's at the gas station, sees what he thinks is a little girl pick up a teddy bear. She turns around. It's a walker. Man, I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And yeah, with so much stuff going on, I think the only way I would have improved it is I don't know if I would have had Carl with Lori in that scene with Shane, because I think it kind of foreshadowed maybe a little too much that was Lori. I would have really liked to have an oh crap moment when he pulls down the visor and then you see for sure 100% that that's his wife. But again, I can go either way with it, guys. I'm totally happy with the way it went. And man, just to see all that again, to see one of my favorite walkers, purple suit walker, looks like Willem Dafoe, I guess we'll call him. I don't know. Again, if you guys have had some favorite walkers from this show, I'd love to hear about it.
Yeah, and folks, drop your comments down below about your first time experience with this episode, or are you kind of like us, and when you go back and see it after God knows how long, you still get kind of giddy? I just need to hear your thoughts on that, because again, great to go back down memory lane.
Yeah, the scene where Rick said, "Yeah, she's good at turning the lights off." That got you so good. That was fun.
I completely forgot about those lines. It was great to see. So again, this episode had a great mixture of a little comedy, a lot more. They had a lot of horror shots in this one. I know Angela King is trying to, introduce little bits here and there, and obviously we're they got to progress. So the cinematic shots that they're doing now is what I'll say. I like too, but it is nice to go back and see some of the camera shots and angles, and
it is the way they zoom in and the way they focus on things. And again, I think a lot of people maybe feel like I do, that some of the best parts of any zombie apocalypse show, movie, whatever, it's always the beginning. It's always the start that tends to be very intriguing. It's like, okay, how are they going to do this? What are the rules of this world? How does it work? What are people and supplies and everything else like? That's always really interesting. So yeah, for somebody who's a huge fan of this genre and movies like this, I was so happy when I saw the ads for this. I remember I called you. I'm like, Dave, this is gonna be like the biggest show ever. And I tend to exaggerate things a little bit and get a little excited. So he's probably rolling his eye. Oh, he's on this one again,
Maybe. But so folks, let us know down in the comments if you enjoy this kind of thing. Like I said, we know it's not like a first time reaction, which basically a lot of this stuff is. So be good to hear your thoughts. Hopefully you enjoy the ride with us on the next 4 episodes that we're going to give you.
It's going to be so hard to narrow it down.
So again, drop your comments down below on this episode, your first time thoughts. Let us know what you think about our format on this, going back and doing a rewatch. Love to see what you think.
Oh, jeez.
So until then, folks, that's Mason Quinn. I'm Diamond Dave. This is Bad Medicine. That was The Walking Dead.
Days Gone By.
See you on the next one.